My book, The Bloodied and the Broken. I'm going to read the chapters. There are 10 chapters. Chapter 1, The Torturing to Death of Sylvia Likens. This may be the most heartbreaking story in this book. For months, a 16-year-old girl was subjected to horrors that are absolutely the worst you can imagine, before finally being branded with the words, "I am a prostitute and proud of it," on her stomach. In all likelihood, Sylvia Likens was a virgin when she died, but she had been branded a prostitute, literally. Chapter 2, The Honeymoon Killers, Raymond Fernandez and Martha Beck. Okay, the Raymond Fernandez was a skinny, very unmacho child in a macho culture who was abused by his dad, and he became an abuser of women and a con artist. Martha Beck was called the obese ogress because she had a thyroid condition that caused her body to swell up, and she had also been very brutally mistreated, and the two of them, of course, got together and mistreated women and children. Chapter 3, Fumiko Kimura, a mother who tried to kill herself and did kill her children. I've talked about this one in a previous video. Chapter 4, Torture Murderer Elizabeth Brownrigg. This Elizabeth Brownrigg occurred in the 18th century, and it bears some odd echoes or odd parallels to the Sylvia Likens case. Although I don't think Banaszewski knew about Elizabeth Brownrigg. Chapter 5, The Torment and Tragedy of Jonathan James, a 10-year-old boy. He was punished to death for wetting the bed. Chapter 6, The Handcuffed Man and His Victims. This is about an affluent attorney, Robert Lee Bennett Jr., who brutally tortured male homosexual prostitutes. Chapter 7, The Baffling Brutality of the Briley Brothers, Bad Seeds or Fearsome Family Secrets. This is about a group of brothers who went on a criminal rampage, and we simply don't know enough about their backgrounds to know what caused it. Chapter 8, How Violence Derailed the Life and Career of Barbara Payton. I've talked about Barbara before. When one of her actor boyfriends got in a fist fight with another actor boyfriend, this was back in the 1950s, to a large extent, her career went south, and this beautiful, wealthy movie star sank into extreme poverty, alcoholism, $5 a time prostitution. Chapter 9, The Children of God and a Little Prince Named Davidito. The children of God thought they were doing God's work in exposing children to sexual activity. And this is about what happened to Davidito, who called himself Ricky Rodriguez when he was an adult, and how he was a victim turned victimizer. He ended up stabbing one of the nannies who had engaged in abusive sex with him when he was a child, and then committed suicide. Chapter 10, The Brutal Burning of David Rothenberg. David Rothenberg was not murdered, but he was burned by his own father, who was afraid he wasn't going to be able to see him again, and he believed, if I can't have him, nobody else can. The child survived, burned, disfigured, and disabled for life. Okay, I hope some of you might be interested enough to buy this book. You'll also be doing me a big favor. I get royalties from it. So please buy The Bloodied and the Broken. Thank you.